Hello and welcome to BallinCraig Estate. My name is Eddie and this is my vlog, and as you can see we're down at Bolton's machinery this morning. That is because we need to collect up, well, we need to fill up our seeder here with some seeds. We've been, today is September the 6th. And we have been we've been seeding. We've been seeding oil seed radish. It's been so warm that some of it has already germinated, but we've run out of seed, so we've come down here. We don't actually we shouldn't need more than a full hopper's full to finish off. We've both got both far field and the upper field that need doing, having already done home field and near field. And the reason why we're putting oil seed radish in is just cover crop, some of it until the spring, one field of it until sort of late October, which should just give it a bit of a boost. But most of it is going to be until spring, and that's partly because it's a good feed for us to graze the sheep on for a while, and part of it is because it will do quite well with next year, with next season's crops, and improve their stuff. I'm going to leave this here on here so that we can. What we'll do is when we finish field 9, we'll come and fill the rest of this up. Boltons are fine. They have no use for this for the rest of the day, but I will put it out of the way. There we go. We'll just leave this in here with that on the front, and yeah, we'll take the JCB up and we will get that done. That is nice and full, so that's fantastic. Let's jump in. There we go. Start her up. Right, we need to lift our front implement up, and away we go. So yeah, so we are seeding oil seed radish today. We're going to do far field today with the JCB. This is a fairly tricky shape of field. So up here, we almost have enough money to buy this field in here, and I think that we will be by the time we are in the position where we can. There we go. Yeah. It's quite narrow, even for this JCB, as manoeuvrable as it is. These gateways are quite narrow. I have spoken to somebody about getting these gateways all widened. Unfortunately, it's not going to be something that is overly feasible. It's to do all the gateways is going to cost a lot of money, so it's not something we're currently able to do. But it's something that I do eventually want to get done. I have to get somebody in to redesign all the gateways. As it is at the moment, we'd have to knock all of the posts out, all of the gates out, and then yeah, it's a whole load of new stuff. That turned on. Get the seeder turned on. Down it goes. We'll put the front down as well because that helps a little bit, and away we go. So yeah, this JCB, as always, is just working wonders. It is a fantastic piece of kit. I could almost run the entire farm on this JCB at this point. And I think if I was to go back again and I was to try and set up again, I would probably look for a next demo like this, rather than you know, sell off all the tractors that we had and try and run the entire farm on this JCB, because it is possible and it would work. There's very little, because I am just a one-man band on here. It really is a case of that. It's such a versatile machine. Bolton's have got planning permission for their BGA. Completely changing the subject on a, you know, on a dime there. We are Bolton's have planning permission for their stuff. We kind of knew that anyway. Interesting thing about it. Why is that still? There we go. That should be up. The headland doing already. There we go. I'm going to find out as well. Yeah, so Bolton's have planning permission. I now know where it is. I've been making some inquiries because obviously we're now working through our silage. We're compacting the silage and getting it so that we can get it covered. And yeah, it's going to be in between our second yard and Bolton's sales depot up that way. And you'll get to it through the sales depot. So they're opening up a thing there. And opening up one of the walls, and they'll put a gateway in, and you'll go through to it. It should allow us to have to not just sell to there, but also have some digestate as well. So digestate will be available, and it's gonna be a little BGA. They're currently negotiating with us for how they're going to get power into the village, because I thought originally they were going to build it opposite the shop, but it appears that their negotiations, they don't actually own that land up that way, and while they've negotiated to do it with the person who does own the land, they couldn't get it. I had an inkling that they were going to put the BGA where they are when they started talking to me about possibly buying some land up that way, because I have a very small meadow up by that barn that is that we just don't use. We don't have anything in it. It's somewhere where I'm actually considering storing some machinery, possibly opening up the yard into it, but it's completely unused by us at the moment. But it turns out that they didn't need it. The parcel of land they already have up that way will suffice for the size of BGA that they're going to put in. It won't have any, because of the size of it, it won't have any silage clamps. And we never expected that. They always said to us, you know, this is not somewhere where we're expecting people to deliver silage to, or to be able to do their own silage at. This absolutely is for you to come and sell your silage at. So that's not the end of the world. We have a really good working silage clamp on the farm. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. I think next time they're due to start. I mean, the reason why I suddenly have all this information is because they are due to start work on it within the next few days. So what I will probably do is, I think next time we'll probably pop up there and have a look at them starting to work. I've already negotiated with them that as soon as our silage is ready, what we'll be doing is going up there and selling a load to them. So they've set me a preliminary date, but I'm not. They've asked me not to share that at the moment because obviously there are other farmers in the area. And yeah, we've got a preliminary date for our first delivery of silage, and we will be in a good place. It will have fermented by that point into silage from the grass cuttings that it currently is, and yeah, it's all looking very, very promising, and I'm very excited by the whole thing. Should be really good. Should be a really, really good thing happening, and moving on. Lots of moving forward, which is fantastic. So I'm quite excited by the whole thing. And then of course we are getting ready for next year, and you can see how warm it's been for the Oil Seed Radish. germinated in both those fields, and which is fantastic news. It just means that next year we are going to be in such a great position. This year has been good to the farm. Next year is going to be absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's if it's not this year that we can buy the rest of the land on the estate, it certainly will be the end of next year. Because with the boost, we had a big boost from everything being ploughed and cultivated and fully fertilised and weeded and everything this year. Next year is just, with this oilseed radish is just going to boost everything. We're looking at somewhere around about, I think it's for putting this in, I think it's somewhere between a 30 and a 50% increase in yield from our crops, and so that boost is just incredible. Which is why I was doing a whole load of research on this and just trying to get, trying to go, okay, can we do this year? And we actually saw that boost because we had a test this year on the farm, of course, with the oats. The oats were the only field that we had that we tested Oil Seed Radish in, and the yield off that field was immense, was absolutely amazing. So yeah, right, we need to leave a couple of rows here, so we're going to head up to the corner. So we're leaving a double width headland. There we go. And yeah, I think we have a good chance of certainly getting the main body of this field done this vlog, which is fantastic news. That's awesome. I don't know if you saw that text message come up, so there's a great demand for corn at Bolton's Merchants at the moment. We do not have any of that. We don't have any corn. We didn't do any on the farm this year. We don't. To be perfectly honest, not many people do corn around here unless they're doing silage. And we don't do corn for silage on the farm simply because there is so much grass that we do not need to do corn for silage. And it keeps the cost down for us to not have a header for corn. We then don't have to maintain that. So it just keeps things a little bit simpler. Yeah, so as you see, this is just going in really well here, and it'll just be fantastic. I haven't actually, looking at this, I haven't done any muck spreading on this field. I'm going to do it when we come to cultivating and plant. I've decided on this field, see if we can give a boost to that one. I want to experiment with that and see if that gives us a boost then. Instead of what I've done on the other fields on the farm, which is they've already spread with muck on them. The exception is the other field that we need to do. We still need to pump this. I still need to get some muck spread on that, but that shouldn't be too difficult, and won't take me very long. And yeah, as I said, by the time I see you guys again, by the time I do my next vlog, I fully expect that we will have all of this oilseed radish in, and hopefully it will have enough time to grow in order to plant the winter wheat. The winter wheat is the stuff we need to plant in sort of late October. So that's what I'm working towards at the moment. as I said, the rest of this is just going to stay until next year, and we'll get a full growth of it. And that's the other thing I want to test, because obviously I want to test a full growth of Oil Seed Radish versus a partial growth, which is what will happen with the winter wheat. There's no way we will be able to get the Oil Seed Radish fully grown in time for the winter wheat. I know I'm not leading to Roseworth there, but that's because there's a little bit of a kick out at this part, so we will be okay with that. And that will be 2 weeks worth. Go. Right. I do love this setup. This coon setup with this tractor, with this JCB, because this JCB is so manoeuvrable. You can just run this setup like this really easily, really well, and it just makes the whole thing of working with this seeder so much easier. And we do have a ploughing attachment for this as well, but we have no need to plough any of our fields this year. They're all doing pretty well as they are, to be honest. And I don't, with modern equipment, you don't require ploughing every year. It's just one of those things where one of those things where you need to turn over the soil and do that. It's roughly every 3 harvests I end up doing, and just to sort of get a bit of moisture back into the soil mostly, and also to aerate it a bit. It just helps things along, and ups the yields, which is quite good. But as I said, it only needs doing about every 3 years. So yeah, as I said, I think this vlog we are going to get the main body of this field done, and then I'll get the headlands finished off separately. Yeah, look at that maneuver. It just turns so easily, this tractor. Whoa. There we go. Make sure we stay on our line. We don't want to fall off that. That would not be good at all. That would cause us all. Yeah, we don't want to go over where we've already gone over. That would not be good. There we go. Right, so yeah, next time we'll go and have a look at the BGA. We'll go and see how this is doing, and we'll see how much we are, or see how well their BGA setup should go. I think it'll be quite good. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to change everything around here. Looking at the condition of the grass over the other side of the road. I'm just trying to work out how many fields we have left to purchase to finish off the farm. So we've got 2 fields over this side of the road, and in fact I'm thinking of going and buying one of those very soon. Lift that up. Yeah, so we've got 2 fields up top here. The grass is very good in the larger of the 2. I'm not sure about the other one. And then over the other side of the road, where am I? It's like right that looks like it's getting a bit wide. And then the other side of the road, we only own 1 field out of about 6 or 7. So I need to make sure that we are able to do that. I think selling the silage, we are going to be able to buy the rest of the farm. I don't see why not. Let's just, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I can see from here. Fields that we need to buy on the other side of the road. So yeah, that's quite a bit left to do. Over that. So yeah, 9 fields in total. We do not have enough money to buy 9 fields at the moment. We might have after we sell at BGA. So we'll see how that goes. Things are going to move a lot faster over the next few months. It is all about seeding and everything. We won't. I don't know what we might do. I'm kind of regretting a little bit selling off the bale wrapper. We might. We might get a square bale wrapper hired to do the silage end of the year, simply because we are going to be in a position where it's going to we're going to have so much grass work to do and so much silage to create that we're going to be in a position where we're going to need to do that. We are not far off the edge of this field, but I'm very conscious that I'm beginning to ramble a little bit, and I don't like to do that. So yeah, so I think we will probably call it a day at this point. There is not that much of this field to do. You've seen me do a good chunk of it. So I think I'm going to wrap things up at this point. I will get this field finished off, and by next time, yeah, we should have all of the oil seed radish planted, and we'll go and have a look at what the plans for the BGA are and how that's going to affect things going forwards. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.